Hi, I'm Chris Firmage. I'm the Provincial Grand Charity Steward for Worcestershire. I'm from the Old Bromsgrovian Lodge, which meets in Bromsgrove.
OK, Chris, let's talk about your role then. What does that actually involve?
Well, for those of you that are Masons, you'll know that the three principles that we live by are brotherly love, relief and truth. And relief is charity. And the role of charity within Masonry is very, very important indeed. The main role is really administering the charity within Province, and that is from a lodge level right through to the provincial level, and also liaising with London. So the lodges and the members can be sure that any donations they make to charity go to the charities they want, whether that's through festival or non-festival donations.
For those within Masonry who don't understand what the trowel represents, what does that actually mean, Chris?
Well, as I have said, that we have these great principles, and relief being charity, charity being something that binds all Masons together. The trowel, of course, is an implement that binds the stones by use of cement, and therefore it is the symbolic use of the trowel as an implement to bind stones in the same way that charity binds the individuals within the organisation.
Now, I know this is quite a difficult question, but where does the money go that is actually raised through Freemasonry, especially within the province of Worcestershire?
Well, there are two ways to look at this. When a province is in what's called festival, the money would go or will go to a festival, which is a central recipient, which is the Masonic Charitable Foundation, and they will then distribute the monies that they receive through this festival programme to both Masonic and non-Masonic organisations. Now, for those of us that are perhaps not in festival, although Worcestershire is at the moment, the money that the lodges raise can go to wherever they wish it to go to. Now, that could be a large organisation, such as some of the bigger hospices or the smaller hospices, as well as perhaps to smaller local organisations, good causes and charities. And the choice of the recipient invariably is down to the lodge themselves.
So what's the best thing about your job, Chris? Because raising money or helping other people to do so and distributing it, it's got to be a wonderful thing.
Well, the best thing is actually seeing the pleasure that people get from the good causes that are supported by Masonry. In the last year, we distributed the monies we'd raised from the Triple Century, and this was done by lodges putting forward good causes themselves to receive the donations that had been collected. And to see people turn up that were not expecting any monies, to see the joy it brought, and to hear how these organisations will use the donations they have received, quite frankly, it was humbling and a pleasure to see the good that we bring.
And what kind of charities were represented? What kind of beneficiaries were there?
The whole spectrum. It really was from theatre groups to Blood Bikes, which is an organisation where literally motorcyclists take blood around the province.
So if anybody listening would like to find out more about the charitable work that you do within the province of Worcestershire as a whole, what should they do, Chris?
There are two options here. For those that are Freemasons, by all means, contact me through the provincial office within Worcestershire. There is plenty of information on the internet with the Masonic Charitable Foundation, who can be found on www.mcf.org.uk.